Welcome to the Sheenanigans Podcast.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon all, and welcome to this fortnight's installment of the Sheenanigans Podcast Artist Edition, the podcast series where I interview artists who are not super well known, but should be. On this episode, I am joined by alternative hip-hop artist Zig Da Kid. Zig Da Kid has been releasing both music and visuals under this name since around 2019, but has been making music for much longer. He recently released a 6-track EP called VHS Volume 2, which has a whole lot of bangers on there, so you should all make sure you go and check it out. Please all welcome Zig Da Kid to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Sheenanigans Podcast, the podcast series where I interview artists who are not super well known, but should be. I am Ishana Mazura, and today I am joined by Zig Da Kid. Let's go. Say hi to everyone, Zig.
What's up, people?
What's good? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. Where are you coming to us from? Is it Birmingham, is it?
Nottingham.
Oh, okay. I don't even know where anything is in the UK. It's Manchester. Manchester in Scotland?
I was born in Birmingham, but I moved to Nottingham for uni, and I live here now.
Okay. That's pretty sick. What are you studying in uni?
I was doing acting, and then I changed it to filmmaking, and then I dropped out.
How did your parents feel about that?
Not good. They weren't happy.
Yeah, I get it. That's tough. I'm guessing they're African. I'm guessing you don't look European. I'm guessing African.
Half Trinidad, Tobago, half Nigerian.
That's tough. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I've got two Zimbabwean parents, so pardon.
I was gonna say I already moved out and stuff, so there wasn't much they could really say about it. So they were like disappointed and stuff, but they couldn't really say that much because it's I'm already doing stuff on my own. So it's you don't have any hold over me anymore.
Yeah, I get it. I couldn't do that with my parents, so you're ahead of me. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So, Ziggy, you've seen the podcast before.
Yeah.
You know that we always start off with a joke, and today's no different. Let's just get right into it. A policeman was investigating 3 guys who were training to become detectives. To test their skills in recognizing a subject, he shows the first guys a picture for 5 seconds and then hides it. This is your suspect. How would you recognize him?
Mm-hmm.
First guy answers, "That's easy. We'll just catch him fast because he only has one eye." The policeman says, that's because the picture I showed you is his side profile. Slightly flustered by this ridiculous response, he flashes the picture for 5 seconds at the second guy and asks him, "This is your suspect. How would you recognize him?" Second guy smiles, flips his hair, and says, "Ha! He'd be too easy to catch because he has only one ear." Policeman angrily responds, "What's the matter with you two? Of course only one eye and one ear are showing up because it's a picture of his side profile. Is that the best answer you can come up with?" Extremely frustrated at this point, he shows the picture to the third guy and in a very testy voice asks, "This is your suspect. How would you recognize him?" He quickly adds, "Think hard before giving me a stupid answer." Third guy looks at the picture for a moment and says, "The suspect wears contact lenses." Policeman is surprised and speechless because he really doesn't know himself if the suspect wears contacts or not. Well, that's an interesting answer. Wait here for a few minutes while I check his file and then I'll get back to you on that. He leaves the room and goes to his office, checks the suspect's file on his computer, and comes back with a beaming smile on his face. Wow! I can't believe it! It's true! The suspect does in fact wear contact lenses. Good work. How were you able to make such an astute observation? "That's easy," the third guy replied. "He can't wear regular glasses because he only has one eye and one ear." Yeah,
Not
that was a
bad.
pretty dead joke.
Not bad.
Ah, my days. Okay. Anyways, so that's the end of the joke section. Now our next section is Florida Man of the Fortnight. So, in case you weren't aware, Zig, Florida Man is a man who, well, let's just go with the simple explanation first. Florida Man is a phrase that is at the beginning of a lot of unusual occurrences that happen in Florida. Florida Man,
more as the Florida Man me.
yeah, yeah. Florida Man bites off wife's ear during an argument or something like that. But the theory is that Florida Man is just one person who just does all of this crazy stuff, and he's employed by the Floridian government to do this, to drive up tourism to the area.
Okay, brilliant. I'm not sure if I've heard that one before. Maybe, but that's good.
That's just my theory, man. Honestly, Oh man, yeah. Okay, so this fortnight's Florida Man is, of course, a very something unusual's happened. Florida men, in particular, it's plural, more than one Florida man.
Okay, that kind of shits on your theory a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, maybe they have one or two of them there to shake things up every now and again.
Yeah, he's assembled a team.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of crazy shit. I need. I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need a few guys.
Yeah, exactly. Florida men robbed graves of veterans because they have stronger spirits, sheriff says. Deputies found a shed with religious shrine and 7 skulls. The 2 Polk Country men were arrested Thursday. This is Thursday a little while ago. Juan Burgos Lopez, 39 years old, and Brian Montalvo Tolentino, 43 years old, each face 4 counts of disturbing the contents of a grave and 4 counts of abuse of a dead human body in Lake County. So, to be honest, this is a new one. I haven't heard anything like this before. Disturbing the graves of veterans because they have stronger spirits. That's a new one to me.
That's messed up, bro.
That's messed up. Imagine being the son or daughter of this person, go to visit their grave and it's just smashed open and it's...
Because they have stronger spirit. Were they trying to conjure the spirits to give them luck in life or something? Or what do they want with the spirits?
I don't know. Apparently this is the ritual or something like that is called Palo Mayombe, and it's apparently an ancient African religion brought to Cuba by slaves. Now that sounds like propaganda. That sounds like it was written out just to make us look bad. Okay.
Whoa! This is about Florida, man. Don't bring us into it.
Yeah, exactly. Surely this has to be it can't be that serious, right? There's something else going on here. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, these are Cuban. Well, I'm assuming they're Cuban men, considering the religion was brought to Cuba by slaves. However, it happened in Florida, so I don't know. You never know nowadays, honestly.
Yeah, I could have just read some stuff on the internet. Some crazy guy could have read something, and then I'm gonna dig up these graves and give myself some serious buffs, some Aaron spirit buffs.
Bro, I swear that's true. Honestly, what's in the air? There has to be something in the air or in the water.
The water.
I mean, I was talking about this with someone else, right? It's probably to do with the heat and humidity. People do crazy stuff in the heat. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah,
probably all jokes aside, maybe.
Anyways, that brings us to the end of our Florida Man of the Fortnight section. Let's get right into the questions. So, Zig, are we going by Zig, or is it
what you feel comfortable with?
Okay.
a lot of people just call me Zig, so
Zig.
Yeah.
All right, Zig, that's cool. So Zig, how long have you been interested in music? How long have you been let's start off with being interested in music. Let's start off with that.
All right. I was interested in music for a long time. when I was growing up, all my friends did music and stuff, and I was kind of always the one that couldn't play any instruments or anything. And they always told me like, oh, you should try rapping and stuff. Don't know why they said that. I had no rapping ability.
Yeah,
right, but they were just like, oh yeah, you could probably rap.
They saw the melanin and they were like, you can rap.
You can't play guitar or anything. You probably rap.
Yeah.
But I would always like write stuff and like practice a little bit, but I wouldn't take it too seriously. I was way more into acting at the time. Did a lot of like plays, musicals, stuff like that. And then I started to get into filmmaking, and I was way more into that. And yeah, with music, like I was always interested in it as in a side sort of thing, but and rapping in particular. But I always felt like, you know, like seeing the rappers that are popular and stuff, I never really thought that my character or like the way I sound really fitted in with any of the realms of rap. But then like when I started listening to Tyler the Creator, it kind of made me realize that, you know, you don't have to always fit into this norm of what the rap world is to just do it. Like you can kind of just do it and do your own thing, and that's okay. And some people might actually fuck with that. So then I started to get more into it, started to take it seriously. Like I made some like I had this little thin shotgun mic that I got for really cheap, and I was using that to make like some short little films and stuff. And then when I started to take music more seriously and I started like rapping and trying to get better and stuff, like I would hook that up over my curtains and I would plug it into my phone because I didn't have any software at the time. Yeah. And I would like get beats off of YouTube and I would just rap into my terrible quality, literally sounded like a guy recorded on his phone with YouTube playing in the background. And like I showed it to some of my friends and they were just like yeah, they were kind of trying to be nice, but like they were pretty much saying like it's shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I was really disheartening. But I carried on practicing. I even took singing lessons for a while. And I remember at one point, just like every day after work, just coming home, I would meditate for like 5 minutes after work. I would meditate for 5 minutes, and then I would find a beat on YouTube, and I would just write, and I would just rap to it, and I would just like every day try to improve my voice and stuff. And I was doing that for like a year or something, a year and a half, and still just never thinking I was good enough. But then like around 2018, I started getting like heavy anxiety and I started getting these panic attacks. I got like like something on my lip, like it was like a lump on my lip, but it had mucus cyst. But I got really creeped out, and I thought it might be cancer or something. So I started getting panic attacks and like heavy anxiety and stuff. So I kind of needed something to take my mind off of everything. So I just started. That's when I just started putting music out.
I get you. Yeah, that's a really interesting story there. Like going from all the way from your friends telling you that you should rap to, you know, using music to assist with panic attacks. That's a new one. But I was gonna ask though, how did the singing lessons go? Because I've had people in the past who were like, you know, the singing lessons, the singing teachers, they didn't think they had any hope at all. So how was that going for you? Obviously, you don't sing a lot in your tracks. But,
yeah, no, it's a bit weird because like it was kind of like unconventional. It almost felt like, I don't know, like some Mr. Miyagi shit. Like I wasn't really going there to learn how to sing. It was kind of like, I just want to improve my voice and my ability to, you know, make my voice sound nice to listen to, because I just thought my voice sounded horrible. So it was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to singing lessons from a singing coach, but I don't want to learn how to sing. I want to learn how to make my voice sound nice. Yeah. So when I rap, it sounds good. So it was weird. So like, and she was really cool as well. Like I would just go around to her house and sort of just like give her like cash, like £30 or something for like
£30 a lesson.
Yeah, it wasn't super expensive. And like she taught like some instruments. She taught like some, I think she taught like flute or something. So every time I would go there, like I'd have to wait in like her garden, and like I would just hear like flute music.
Yeah.
Like, and then like I'd have to wait for the person to come out, then I go in, and then like she would like play notes on the keys, and then I would try and like sing the same notes and stuff, and we'd just go back and forth doing stuff like that, and then I'd like rap some stuff to her, and then she'd give me pointers and notes and stuff. So yeah, never really had the issue of like her saying like, oh, like I can't sing or anything, because it was like I didn't really go there to learn how to sing. So the whole experience was kind of weird.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, still, a lot of great musicians probably would be really good in other aspects of music, I feel like. It's the same with sports people. Like, you'll get people who are like LeBron James. He'd probably be an amazing football player.
Yeah.
American listeners, do you know? I'm not even gonna translate it to the American listeners. It's called football, okay? LeBron James would probably be a good football player. That's all I'm saying.
You said that, I did actually assume American football.
No, we're talking about British football here.
Right, soccer.
Yeah. Don't say it. I'm gonna have to cut that out now because we don't need these American people thinking that they're superior or whatever. Okay, sick. So I guess moving on from that then, how have you been keeping yourself cool during this COVID situation? Because this whole thing of lockdown, it's like a hokey pokey, you know, in out thing. Yeah. How have you been keeping yourself cool during all of this?
Like the most it's affected me is obviously with the live shows. Like when I put out my first EP, it was in April, and I was gonna have an EP launch party. Like I got a bunch of people to be part of it, like rappers and DJs and stuff, and like I was promoting it on all over the internet and stuff. And then it was gonna be at Rough Trade. They cancelled it because obviously the lockdown stuff just happened. Like this was the first lockdown.
Yeah.
Beginning, you know. So that sucked. That really bummed me out. And then with the second project, I was gonna kind of wait until like the live shows became a thing again, so that I could actually play the songs live and stuff. But it seems like that would be a really long time.
Yeah, it's looking like that, I think.
I know there's a lot of stuff happening. Like it's a heavy thing, but like yeah, personally, like it's the biggest thing that sucks for me is not being able to do the live shows and stuff. I feel like like now at the beginning, like that I'm trying to build, you know, my music and stuff, like the live shows would have helped a lot. So not being able to do that, I feel like stunts the growth quite a bit.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah, but do you know, I don't even have anything to add to that. That just sucks. This is a really bad situation, this whole COVID thing.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I have to like figure out other ways around it and stuff as well. Like, you know, like maybe I wouldn't be doing this, you know, and this is pretty cool. And like the Omegle thing as well, like doing that, like
tell the listeners a little bit about the Omegle thing. Actually, tell them the context behind that.
Sure. Like like I was gonna do you know, how familiar are you with Reddit?
Yeah, I know. I've been promoting my stuff on Reddit as well.
You know about Reddit Live?
Yeah, I think I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, so you can live stream on Reddit now, and it works similar to the posts. So like it's an upvote system kind of thing, but it's based on the viewers as well. So like you can go on it, and then it will show you the person with the most upvotes and most views first. And then you can scroll down, and then it'll be the person that has a little less, and then you scroll down, it'll be the person with a little less till you get to the bottom, the person that has the least upvotes and the least amount of views. And you can just broadcast like whenever you want, whatever you want. So I did that first, just like talking and like rapping and showing some music and stuff. Like 10-20 people came and watched.
That's still really cool though. That's a good number of people, 10-20 people.
It was all right, but considering that like the top one would always have like around 4,000, 5,000. It was kind of like,
okay.
kind of like the bottom of the pile, and like people were downvoting it and stuff.
Why would someone do that? Like, what do they? How?
There's a lot of toxicity in Reddit, especially when you're trying to like self-promote or like show something that you've done yourself. Like,
They hate self-promotes.
yeah, I don't know where all the hate comes from for that. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, think about it though. Think about how angry and upset you have to be with someone to downvote them when they're live. Like, that's what I think about when I see the dislikes on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
How are you so angry with someone
Right.
that you dislike them?
especially when it's not that popular as well. Like if it's something huge that's making millions of dollars, and maybe you don't think it's that good, or maybe there's some political stuff in there that you disagree with. I can get it. I can get, disagreeing with something on that scale because it's influencing a lot of people. But if it's something small, if it's something tiny, just leave it alone. If you don't like it, leave it alone. It's tiny.
Even then, I've seen YouTube videos that I've absolutely hated, and I never want to even think about them again. I still won't thumbs down them, dislike them on YouTube, because it's like, what do you gain from that? You know?
The only time I really have like some disdain for any sort of promotion is the YouTube ads, especially the unskippable ones. Like I wouldn't myself go out of my way to find the creator of the ad or like the original video and like dislike it and spread hate there, which some people have done, but I can get it. I can at least get it then, because like maybe you're trying to listen to some music or you're trying to look at a video or something, and then that it forces you to watch that instead for 5 seconds or for 15 seconds, and like for those 15 seconds you have to watch that. But with the Reddit thing and stuff like that, it's kind of like you can just scroll past it and like I'm not interested in that. Scroll past, it's like a second that you just have to ignore something. It doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like a power thing. Like they feel like they're more in control if they downvote it, I guess. I don't know, man.
I think so, maybe. Me and my friend came up with this term because he makes YouTube videos. He does like League of Legends gaming videos, and like he promotes some of his stuff on Reddit as well. So like we've had a lot of conversations about this stuff, and the same thing happens to him too. And we coined this term, clout bias.
That sounds.
It's basically people will have a bias to think more positively about things that are already more popular than things that are unpopular. So if you show someone a song and it's like, have you heard this song? It's from this pop star. They'll be more likely to click it and listen to it than if you say, have you heard this song? It's for my friend.
Yeah.
My friend made this song, you should check it out. They'll be like, yeah, maybe. But it's like, Bruno Mars made this song, you should check it out. Like, yeah.
I honestly, I don't be listening to Bruno Mars, so I'm not gonna click it even.
You put any pop star there,
yeah,
and it will be a similar result. Or like with the Reddit thing, like you post something on there that's already popular or from a celebrity or something, people aren't gonna downvote it to shreds unless they take some issue with the celebrity or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I haven't really got anything else to add there. Let's move on to the next question then. What's the story behind Scene, the very first track of your second EP, VHS Tapes 2, I believe that's the name. Yeah, what's the story about that? I want to talk about, being the weird kid, or not like the weird kid, because you don't seem like the type of person to be the weird kid in school. There's a certain type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I kind of wanted to like with the first project, it was kind of just like some fun songs to listen to, but with this one I kind of wanted to add more feeling and a bit more meaning, so I kind of wanted to open the track, open the project with a track that like directly speaks to people that might be feeling or going through the same kind of stuff as me, like not fitting in and like being kind of weird and stuff, and maybe like trying to find your place and things like that, not being heard.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like make it as clear as possible, like, you know, like if you have these feelings, if this speaks to you, then this project is for you.
I get you, man. I get you. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, is it just as simple as that?
Pretty much, like, yeah, like it like I don't want to leave anything like to guessing or anything like that. Like you listen to the lyrics, and then like I say in there, you know, like like this for all the niggas who ain't got no place to go, like the people that don't think they have any, like they don't perfectly fit into any subculture or genre or anything, you know. It's like you're kind of like a mix of things, so like you're kind of like nowhere within culture, like you're just a mix of a bunch of things, like yeah, this is for you, you know.
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
People trying to find themselves and stuff, and that's why like the last track is like Nowhere Boy.
That's
anywhere, Nowhere Boy.
That's really cool, you know. Nowhere Boy, like being in nowhere. That's a really cool concept there. I mess with that. Moving on. So, what does the ideal peak of your career look like, Zig? What's a point in your career where you'll look at it and you'll think to yourself, "This is it. I've made it."
Honestly, like making it for me would be being able to just live comfortably off of music. Like I would do all of this stuff just on the side and for free because I love doing it, but the society that we live in, like you have to make money somehow to survive, and the way that I have to make the money, I don't like it. It's like just, you know, working for a company you don't believe in to make someone else rich, and it's like selling your time for that. I would rather sell my time for something I actually love doing. So if I can do that, to me, that would mean I've made it. But then, like, because of the nature of like my music and what I do and stuff and what I'm kind of trying to say with it, then I think like being able to, you know, like influence other people and show more people that, especially with UK hip hop, show more people that like you don't have to fit into this norm of what rap is or anything. Like if you want to do something, you know, you can just do it no matter like what your position or where you think you fit into in that frame. Like you can break boundaries and you can just kind of do it, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Without without like huge connections or without label help or anything. Like I feel like if I can make a career for myself off my own back, then, you know, that could inspire people, and it would inspire me seeing someone else like that do that, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the biggest flex someone in the musical industry can have, being able to say that you've made this career off of your own back, you know, without the help of any labels or anything like that.
And I try to be like super transparent with everything as well, because I feel like there's a lot of artists today, like, you know, the whole industry plan thing.
Yeah, I know.
The issue isn't just that like there's artists making it with a record label, because that's fine if you're honest about it. The issue is when they're not honest about it and they try to make it look like they are just some kid in their bedroom, but really, you know, they've got Sony backing them, or like Virgin Media on their side or something, and it's a bit like, you know, you see that and it's sort of like selling a false dream to people. But I feel like if I can do that honestly, and other people see that and they can see the progression and they can see the transparency, then that will be a different kind of inspiration where it's like, oh, okay, like, you know, like that they actually, like, there's no gaps or like missing information, you know, like you can see the growth.
Yeah, I get you. I get where you're coming from there.
And other people be able to piggy bank off that and like maybe make something for themselves as well.
Yeah, that makes a whole.
That'd be greatness for me. Like making, so like your question like was where would I say is like I've made it. Like just making it for me would be able to be living off of the music, but then like to take it even further, like greatness for me would be being able to inspire people on that level, you know.
Yeah, and I mean it's difficult nowadays to make a living off of music. Like Spotify, I think Spotify gives you something like less than 0.75 pence per play or something like that.
0.007 cents.
It's ridiculous. Like,
it's not a lot.
How are you supposed to live off of that without having millions of streams a month? You know, you'd have to get a second, third job even just to make ends meet.
Sure.
Yeah, Spotify is really I mean, I'm just saying Spotify. There is, of course, Apple Music and Deezer and other things like that. I don't know what their things are, but most people use Spotify though, just because it's.
Yeah, most people use Spotify, and it's similar with the others as well. Like, and iTunes take 30% of any sales that you make on their store.
Yeah, so if you have a song on there for like 99 pence, that means they're taking about 27 pence off every song you make, and you're only really getting 99 minus 27. That's how much you're getting. It's too late to be doing intense mental maths like this. So.
But like I heard will.i.am say in an interview like the only way that music, like this isn't even just making money now, but this is becoming rich. Like he said that the only way that musicians, artists really become rich is through technology, because whenever you're making music, and this probably goes for a lot of other art forms as well, but I'm only going to talk about music because that's the only one that I've like looked into. But when you're making music, you're not really selling music, you're selling someone else's technology. So you put your music on Spotify or iTunes or Apple Music or some other platform, and then you're telling your audience to go and listen to you on those platforms. You're basically advertising that platform, because that the house always wins, and you're taking them to that house. You know, you're bringing them into Spotify's house where you only get 0.007, and they have a massive corporation that's making huge bang. You know, But he said that the only way that they become, and obviously you can make a lot of money doing that, like a lot of artists making a lot of money, even if their record label and the Spotify's and the Apples are taking a big chunk. It's a big pie.
Yeah.
Even a small slice is a big slice of pie.
10% of a million is still 100,000. So
yeah, exactly. So it's still a big slice of pie. But he said the only way to become really rich is by making their own technology. So like Dr. Dre with Beats or Jay-Z with Tidal, and other examples as well. But they're the ones I know.
Soulja Boy with the games console.
Made some game console.
Yeah.
No, what was something, or did he sell a lot of those?
I don't know. I know he got sued by Nintendo. I'm pretty sure. He's just always wilding out, Soulja Boy. Like he becomes relevant maybe once every 5 years for something. I think the last time he was relevant.
Now for Christmas.
Yeah, I think the last time he was relevant was to do with like the Breakfast Club or something, with the whole Drake, that whole thing. I've watched that video like at least 10, like, not even 10 times, at least 100 times, just to hear him.
I'll have to check that out.
You've never seen it? Oh, do you know what? we'll play a clip here. Hopefully the Breakfast Club doesn't sue me or get this taken down.
Yo, Meek Mill ain't beef with Chris Brown and was finna box with Floyd Mayweather.
He beef with Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Arby Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Yes.
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me.
All rights to the Breakfast Club for this. But yeah, no, it's yeah, I get what you mean where people have to like make their own technology for the in order to make headway within the music industry. But still, I don't know if that's always necessary in order to actually make some serious headway. Like people within this genre, like Clairo, Jacob Ogawa, Tempo Rex, people like that. I don't know if you've heard of them. I mean, obviously everyone's heard of Clairo, but yeah.
I know Tempo Rex.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually sent him a message.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How did that
go? He's gonna respond. I remember him saying in an interview that he sent his before when he made the Care album, he sent it to a bunch of people on Twitter, and one of the people he sent it to was Tyler, the creator, and he actually responded.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you kind of lucked out there by messaging someone more successful than yourself. I wonder if that karma will.
I wonder if he'll pay it forward and help me out a little bit, you know? Yeah.
Probably not going to respond though. Like, no, it doesn't always work like that.
A lot of artists I message don't respond. I mean, literally, I've got this whole playlist in my little Linktree thing with all of the artists who I've contacted. It's got at least 150-ish artists on there, at least. So it's tough. It's tough, bro. But you know, we move. It's still, you know, we still move. It's little steps, baby steps.
No, we're similar in that resilience. One time, I actually reached out to every single independent record label in the UK and cold emailed them, every single one.
Yeah.
Like 100 emails.
How did that go, bro?
Or one response.
That's tough. And honestly, it's tough. The hustle is tough. Like, do you use Submit Hub yourself to get your music out there?
I used to, but fuck Submit Hub, man. I'm gonna say that on here. Like, fuck any musicians I watch, fuck Submit Hub.
It's the most toxic place to submit your music, probably on the entire internet. It's more toxic than Reddit. It's more toxic than Instagram comments. People will listen to 10 seconds of your track and then be like, nah, I don't want to. Okay, so context for the listeners. Submit Hub is a website where indie musicians can put their music on there and they can submit it to Spotify playlisters or YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whatever to put their music on there and have people listen to it and for the music to get a little bit popular or some traction. It's toxic, okay? It's more toxic than a lot of places that you could possibly think of for submitting music. People will listen to your Pardon?
Definitely don't pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't pay for that because people will listen to your music for 10 seconds and then they'll just press decline. Maybe, just maybe, they'll give you a pointer or something every now and again, but usually it's just not my style, even though it says their style in the description of the and your music pretty much falls into that style. It's the biggest piss take ever.
All those people on there as well, like you can reach them by like going on their websites and finding their emails or finding them on Instagram and DMing them, and you're gonna have the same percentage chance of getting ignored. So
they're all so uppity, honestly. Like, how do they even get people on their playlists? Do they even accept people? That's what I'd like to know.
I think some people maybe if you know someone who works there or you like, because I'm bad mouthing it, but I I did get I no, I'm bad mouthing it, but one blog did post one of my music videos from there, but that's one out of like the hundreds that I sent to you, you know.
Honestly, all of my emails, right, when I was submitting to Submit Hub, all of my emails were just like decline for like like you'd scroll for like a good 2 minutes, just decline. It's
every time I look at my emails, I gotta look at that.
It's one of the most like disheartening things as a musician.
So much.
Yeah. Okay, moving on from that then. So, sort of like relating to the whole record label thing, if you got a record deal today and had the money to do whatever you wanted musically, whether it's like music videos, carrying on with the EPs or albums or whatever, what would you do with this corporation money?
I'd read my contract.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be signed as an artist. I would want a distribution deal so that, you know, we're just working together for a record. And like I've got lots of ideas and stuff for music videos that I can't really do with the budgets that I have now. So it would be really cool to be able to work with a bigger budget for a music video. Like everything I do now with like plastic guns and fake money and stuff and like using bad cameras is cool and stuff, and I would probably still do that because it's not just a result of me not having the money for the real stuff. It's also kind of like to contrast the stuff that's popular in the rap industry. You know, they're always flexing huge amounts of huge amounts of cash, and
Yeah.
like they've always got like these big guns in the videos and stuff, and it's always on some like high def camera, so it looks like some movie shit. And then like I go the total opposite of that, so I use, you know, old VHS cameras and I use plastic toy guns and fake Monopoly money and stuff. So I would still do stuff like that, but then like sort of the ideas that I have in my head, I would be able to, you know, just say like make that. So it would still have the same vibe. It would just be done on a grander scale, like with better locations. I think that's the main thing that I struggle with is like budget wise is locations. And like you asked what I would do with like the label's help and stuff, and a lot of it would just go into visuals because I'm heavy on that.
yeah, I get you. I mean, visuals pretty much do make a music video in some, like, well, obviously visuals make a music video. What am I saying? I mean, like, there's some music videos that are nothing without there are some songs that are nothing without the music video. Like you get I'm Not Racist by Joyner. I mean, I don't listen to Joyner Lucas myself, but I'm Not Racist by Joyner Lucas. That song's nothing without the music video, you know. What else is there? I guess you could, I don't want to say some of the Weeknd songs because his songs and his like projects, they're a whole experience. So for instance, Starboy or The Hills, those tracks are experiences in and of themselves. Actually, he released, I think it was Faith. That was the anime one. I'm not too sure if...
Okay.
Yeah, he released a music video a little while ago that was an anime music video. And I guess you could somewhat say that kind of relates to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But let's go with Joyner Lucas here. The visuals make the song.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we could move on from that a little bit. What's your favorite musical memory that you've had? Do you have a favorite, or do you have like a collection of memories that really stand out to you regarding music?
What would be like making music, or like the things that...
making music, experiencing it with your friends, things like that.
Good question.
You can take a moment to think about it. It's fine. We can.
It's hard because I think there's a few. Like the first time I like my first live show on my own was pretty cool. It was like do you know Dot Festival?
Yes, yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was at that. So it was pretty cool because it's like the whole town turns into a big musical event, and to be part of that felt pretty cool.
That is really cool. Yeah.
The whole memory and vibe, atmosphere. Hard to put into words what it was like because it was also exciting being able to perform my songs for the first time.
Yeah. How many people were there?
Not many, but it wasn't like 5 either. Like it was a decent crowd, but it was like it wasn't like up on a stage, like it wasn't up on a stage with like the people below. It was kind of a bar, and there's like a seating area, and then like on one end there's like the speakers and stuff, and a little stage setup. There's not elevated or anything, and then in front there's like people, like some sitting down, some standing up. There was probably like around 30-40 people there or something.
Still, that's pretty good. I mean, have you seen some of Travis Scott's early concerts? Even Lil Baby, I'm pretty sure he, like, some of their early concerts, they had hardly anyone there, like 10 people there, and maybe one person was fully vibing out to their stuff. 9 others were just like on their phones.
Oh, I need to look at that after this.
Yeah, like honestly, everyone starts off somewhere. So it's, I mean, you've been live more times than a whole lot of other people out there. So yeah, when you think about it like that, it's, yeah. So I guess, okay, so circling back to the question about the favorite music memory, would you say that was there? That's up there?
Yeah, maybe even the most. Like it's so far the most that I felt like I'm stepping up slightly in what I'm doing. Because obviously before that, I was in like a rap duo before, and I was kind of like, it wasn't really like we were doing some covers and we did like 2 original songs. It wasn't really me.
Yeah.
What it means to say that, like, it doesn't really mean much, but like I was basically just going along with it and just like getting some experience in the music world. It was like when I first started rapping, but then doing that was like actually taking my art that I've actually put a lot of myself into, and being able to go up in front of people and perform it to them for the first time, and actually getting, because I sent like lots of emails and stuff, like wanting to do shows, and actually getting an email back saying like, hey, yeah, this guy's dropped out and we desperately need someone. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll do it.
yeah, I get you. Yeah, that must be a really good feeling to have that then.
Yeah, it was good, and the whole atmosphere, like I said, there was cool because like the whole town turns into this big musical event thing. So being part of it felt really cool.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, it must be really cool having other people there to listen to your stuff in real life. Because here's the thing, sometimes, right, I'll post like a snippet of the podcast on TikTok or something like that to try and promote it, and it will get like 30-40 views, whatever, not that much. But when you think about it, if 30 or 40 people walked into the room right now, I'd probably be a little bit overwhelmed. I'd be like, whoa, okay, how did you guys get in here? How did you guys get into this place? I'm pretty sure the door's locked. What's going on? But yeah, I guess it's just a good experience, I guess, doing shows.
Definitely.
Okay, so which artist is your biggest inspiration right now? And also, I guess, when you were making tapes 1 and 2. I know that Tyler is a pretty big inspiration for you, but yeah, I'm just wondering, is there anyone else who inspires you in your music, and you try to like make music similar to them, I guess? Is there anyone like that?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Brockhampton as well. Bugatti. They're probably like the 3 main artists that I listen to.
Sorry, who was the last one?
Playboy Carti.
Playboy Carti, right? Okay.
Brockhampton. Yeah, I'm kind of guy that doesn't really like listen to like I know all those artists are super popular, but I don't kind of like just listen to whatever's super big at the moment, or kind of like listen to an array of different songs from different artists, and I kind of like find one person, obsess over them for like
I get you, yeah.
a few weeks or a month or something, and then that just becomes like that's all I'm listening to, you know. Like, so yeah, I kind of just listen to those three artists mainly.
I get you, yeah. Fair enough. I had another question I was going to ask. Okay.
What like, do you listen to, Matthew?
For me, okay, so obviously I have the podcast, so I'm always looking for more people to find and to interview. But recently I've been really vibing with this guy called James Tillman. He makes, oh my days, it's like, it's vibey, okay? It's like, you know, you're chilling with like it's like a kickback kind of music, you know? Like you're just chilling with like 3 or 4 friends. It's not some crazy party. You're just kicking back. You're just chilling, you know, chatting, I guess, and having some kind of like deep conversation with this kind of like dong 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 like music in the back, like bass heavily bass oriented, not like 808 bass, but like a bass guitar, you know.
Nice.
Just chill bass guitar. James Tillman. There's a couple more. Do you know what? Let me open up my Spotify. There's a couple more.
Alright.
Hang on. Oh yeah, Blood Orange, of course. I love Blood Orange. He's my guy Devontae Hines. He's talented. That guy's got talent. I've been listening to a bit of Childish Gambino.
Nice.
Yeah, he's probably the most popular person that I listen to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course, Kanye West. Actually, never mind. He's a lot more popular than Childish Gambino. This guy called Dijon, Duckworth, Fade, Frank Ocean. It's a lot of artists who a lot of people probably wouldn't know about. Everyone knows Frank Ocean though. I don't listen to him a lot actually. I listen to like 3 songs, and I only really listen to them when it's like 3 a.m. So. Oh my days. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll name a few more and then we can move on because I'm nerding out right now. Okay, cool. There's Herrick and Hooley, The Internet, and let me make the last one a good one. Monsoon. So those are the artists who I listen to a lot.
Nice.
I doubt that you would have heard of a lot of them though.
Not a lot of them, but the Internet had a really cool song on the OF tape, the second one. Do you know it?
I was listening to that tape just the other day. I'm not good with song names though, but if you played it to me, I'd probably recognize it.
It's just got a really cool outro section, and like there's a synth that plays that has some really cool feels.
Yeah, man, I love a good synth. The synth in Redbone by Childish Gambino, that's a different kind of thing right there. Like on the little outro, that thing right there, that's powerful, you know. Especially when you're not being distracted by like walking or something like that, and you're just like listening to it. I mean, I have the album right here on vinyl, and it's I love it. Last question before we go into the last segment. What's next for you, Zig? What are you aiming to do next? Is it merch? Is it an album? Is it like what's next?
Volume 3.
Volume 3, okay. All right, cool. That's a really cool pattern though, going from Volume 1 to Volume 2 to Volume 3. Because with Joji as well, for example, Joji had Ballads 1, and I was thinking, oh no way, he's gonna make another version of Ballads 1, except it's gonna be Ballads 2. That's gonna be sick, man. More stuff to make everybody and their girlfriend cry, you know. And then he just released Nectar. He released Nectar, and it was okay, but
oh man.
Yeah, I wanted Ballads too, but it's whatever. So yeah, you're just gonna keep on with like the VHS tapes 1, 2, 3, 4.
And it's like if you like listen to Volume 1, like it sounds kind of different to Volume 2. Like I tried like a bunch of different things, and I think I'm like with the third one, I'm just gonna keep evolving that and like trying new things and kind of like experimenting with my style a bit, and like the more I said this in a post on Instagram, but like the more that my influences change and the more different kinds of music I listen to, then the more the music I make changes and evolves as well. So I'm just gonna like keep, evolving it and trying new things, and then like the next one is gonna sound completely different. So it's like they all have the same name, but it's gonna end up being these free tapes that sound completely different.
Yeah,
from each other.
Yeah. I get that because okay, I was gonna use the Saturation trilogy for example, but they sound pretty similar, to be honest. Like you can kind of hear how their sounds developed from like just simple bass and like a drum set to something a whole lot more complex, such as yeah, exactly, such as some of the tracks in Saturation 3. There's a difference between Saturation 1 and 3, I feel like. Yeah. Okay, cool. I guess we can move into our next segment then, which is Would You Rather questions. So let's just get right into it. Pardon?
I feel like a sleepover now.
Yeah. Let's just get right into it then. So first, would you rather spend a year at war or a year in prison?
A year at where? War?
War, yeah.
At war or a year in prison?
Yeah.
How big is the war?
Do you know what? I don't even know.
War, or is it like a civil war?
Let's say it's civil war.
Okay. And it's now? Cause
yeah, like it's right now. You have to make the decision today.
I can't leave and just like fuck up to.
I mean, hey, prison doesn't sound that bad. Maybe you can just sleep for a year or something.
I don't know, man. I'm cute. Prison could be pretty bad for me.
Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. Honestly, that could be.
I like bright colors. Prison is not gonna be good for me.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, hey, you could get some inspiration for some songs. After a day in the showers, you might have a whole lot of inspiration for a song. Your voice might be higher as well. You might be able to. You might be able to hit those high notes.
You know what? I'll take the war because so much stuff might get destroyed that it could take us to some level ground somewhere.
Okay.
like some rich people might fall down to a level where some of us at the bottom might be able to climb up. Don't want to get much into some political shit, but
yeah. I get you, man. I'd have to go to prison for a year. There's no way I'm fighting in a war for a country that I don't even.
Do I have to fight though, or is it just like the places in war?
Like, yeah, you have to fight in the war.
Oh, damn! I thought it just meant like there is a war.
No, like you have to fight in the war.
I have to actually fight in the war.
Yeah.
Fuck. Maybe I'll take the prison.
Exactly. I was a little bit confused. Like, this guy's really gonna spend a year fighting people? Okay. Yeah.
I'd probably take prison time, but that's tough as well. Like I really like walking. I really like being able to go out and just listen to music, and especially if it's like a new album, I go out, I listen to a new album front to back, and I take a walk around town. That's one of my favorite things to do, and it's so simple, and that would be taken away from me. I'll probably go insane. I'll probably go insane. You might as well kill me at that point if I can't. And then I can't even I can't listen to music and stuff then as well. Fuck.
I don't know. Like, I mean, phones have been smuggled into prisons before, so maybe you might be able to get away with it, but I don't know.
Then I out on the walk and stuff as well, and that's one of like the basic freedoms. Like, freedoms are really complicated topic, but like there's a very basic freedom in just being able to go out and walk anywhere in your vicinity, and that being taken away from me. But then that's almost taken away from you in the war as well, because then you can't really just stride out and go out.
Exactly, without like being hit by a shell, by a bullet or something like that. You know, it's tough. Yeah. Okay, so next, would you rather have $1 million without anyone knowing, or $5 million but it's public record?
5
So
million.
everyone knows. You'd rather have the 5 million. I couldn't do that. There's nah.
Like a fraction of the 1 million, I can get some good security.
That's true, but with the 5 million, you're gonna end up having a whole lot of aunties and uncles and cousins and friends,
That's what you were
people who you haven't spoken to in like 10 years, people from high school who would look at you and then look disgusted, people hitting you up after, like, people you've never even met before hitting you up like, hey, how's it going, bro? Nah, I'll take the million. And honestly, money makes people do some stupid things.
That's
The
true.
stress of having $5 million or £5 million and everyone knowing, it's tough.
There's a lot of people who win the lottery and then end up way poorer than they were before they won the lottery, because they just get themselves into a crap load of debt. Like, they buy a bunch of things that they see all that money and they think, oh, I can buy all these things, but then they don't realize that they can't really afford all of those things. So like, they buy like a huge house that they can't keep up with, and they buy a really nice car that, you know, they can't, because they just got this big lump sum of money. They don't have cash flow. They don't have money coming in every month or every year. They just got lucky and got a lot of money. And they spend, like, they're making that money every year. So then they end up in debt. But I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't do that. I would make investments with
Exactly.
One of the investments would be security.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You know, a thing, so I'll get security, and then I'll invest a lot of the money. And maybe even like the people that are hitting me up for money and stuff, I'll be like, I can't just give you money, but I can give you a job.
Yeah. And I mean, that's true actually. See if they carry on pestering you after that.
The way things are now, like when I'm trying to make my music videos and stuff, like I mostly just have to ask like friends and stuff to help me. But you know, I can just if they start hitting me up for money, I'll be like, hey, you know, you can.
Yeah.
Have money, I'm gonna need your help with this project.
Yeah. I get you, man. I get you. That makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest. What was I gonna say? Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's move on to the next. Would you rather? Okay.
I thought about the money thing a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I actually remember what I was going to say.
What would you do? I thought about that question a lot.
Think about that a lot as well. Because the thing is, the type of people who actually play the lottery, it's a certain type of person, you know. They're usually like in their 50s, 60s, usually like, okay, I'll be real, I don't care if I get cancelled, usually on like an estate or something, and it's like going from benefits and all of that every month or week, child tax credits to 5 million in the bank all at once.
Yeah, I think the mentality has to make a shift with the financial situation, and if it doesn't, you're out of balance and you're gonna fuck up. Something's gonna fuck up.
Okay, so next, would you rather always have to wear your shirts, every type of shirt, inside out, or always have to wear your trousers and shorts backwards? Either way, it's tough. Either way, this genie who's come to me with this is ruining my life. So,
I think the shirt inside out, with either way, I feel like I can make it work. I could just be like, yo, this is This is the new thing. This is the swag. This is the Zig swag.
Yeah, that's Zig Da Kid. That's his thing, you know.
I'll sell merch that's like purposely designed to be worn inside out. Everyone's doing this. Everyone's doing a new thing. I think I would go for the shirt inside out because I think that would be less uncomfortable than the. I feel like there's more practicality issues if the trousers are backwards.
To be honest, right?
I've never tried putting on my trousers backwards, so I don't know. But there's been many times where I put my shirt inside out, and sometimes I don't notice. Sometimes I see people in the street, and it's like, oh shit, his shirt's inside out, and he doesn't even know.
Yeah. I get you. I mean, to be honest, I've had a couple of times where I've worn shorts and they were backwards. Like I haven't even noticed. So I feel like it would probably be.
Is there not
Pardon?
Does it not feel different? Is there not like a?
When they're those loose fabric shorts, you know, it's like it's not that bad, and you don't even notice.
Yeah, but if it's like jeans or something.
If it's jeans, then I could probably.
That's probably
put up with it. I'd probably just not wear jeans, and I'd probably just wear like, you know, joggers everywhere or something. Cause
yeah. But then you've got like the little dangly thing, like.
I just tuck it in. I just tuck it in. Wear some long shirts.
And you got little dangly things now tickling your ass.
You know what, bro? Maybe I'm into that. Okay, don't kink shame me. Maybe I'm into that.
Little massage while you walk.
Bruh, oh man. Okay, next one. Would you rather meet your true love for a short period, so like a couple of years, and then never see them again, or have a stable marriage but never find true love? Tough.
I have a stable marriage, but it's not true love. It's more like an unhappy marriage.
It's like you guys are just tolerating each other, basically. It's like an arranged marriage. Let's say it's like an arranged marriage.
Yeah, we've agreed.
Yeah.
Or true love for.
So you find your true love for a short period of time, like a couple of years. And then never see them again. It's like them ones when you go on holiday, or not even when you go on holiday, when you're at the airport and you see the pangest of things, and then you just never see them again. It's basically like that.
Yeah, I think I would rather that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
but above that, like I won't be trapped in an unhappy situation.
Yeah, that's true. I'd have to go with that as well. I think.
I definitely want to be stuck in an arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage.
That's going back to the prison question all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly. To be honest, at this rate, it's looking like I might just have to get an arranged marriage at this rate, because a young man like me is struggling. Okay. Okay, 6. So, moving on to the next one. Would you rather, similar question to before, but a little bit different. Would you rather have a rich older lover or a poor younger lover? So like, when I say older, like,
I mean, like
let's say 35 to 40 years old, and let's say when I say younger, you're like 30 years old and they're like 18. But no one questions it though. No.
It's not weird or anything.
Yeah, there's no Twitter people on your case because they're 18 and they all mind their own business in this perfect society.
I mean, like, the choice doesn't have anything to do with like personality or looks or anything, and so then I would have to go with the rich one just because.
But let's say
more.
Like, how old are you now?
How
old are you now?
I'm 25.
25. Okay,
yeah.
So let's say, right, you're 25 right now, and this person's like 45-ish years old.
Yeah.
You'd be okay with that?
Yeah.
I mean, same, to be honest, because back when I was working at a shop back in Cardiff, okay, I used to see some top-notch older women walking in, and I'd be like, man, like, my parents wouldn't be happy if I brought a lady like that home to meet them, but but it might be worth the risk, okay? Willing to risk it all for some of that Elastigirl, because, like, seriously, I'm telling you, that thing is thangin', like, nah, but, yeah, I think I'd have to choose the rich, older level, I think, to be honest.
I mean, like, if you were to say, like, a rich, older bitch, or a poor, younger, nice person, that might complicate things a little more.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the poor, younger, nice person, I think, because I mean, at the point where I'm 30 years old, I'm hoping that I'll be making money. So at least then I'll be. Then again, 18-year-olds, like, having to deal with a younger person can be annoying sometimes. I feel like you're at different stages in life, and they're not as mature as you, emotionally mature. You know, It's tough. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'd probably end up going with the poor, younger, nice person, and I feel like if that was the case,
I've got plans to make my own money, so
yeah. Yeah, man, exactly. And I mean, you'd rather be poor with someone who's nice than rich with someone who's just the worst.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
Yeah, I mean, look at Melania Trump. She always looks miserable when she's with Donald. She always looks like she obviously just married him for the money, but whenever they're out together, they just look miserable, and I don't think I could deal with that. She's clearly going to divorce him within the next few years, and knowing Donald, I mean, actually, no, he's a very business-minded person, so he probably did get a prenup, so she's probably going to get some money, but not like a whole lot. Yeah, but still, she's probably going to divorce him soon, I feel like. That guy, Donald's just been wilding for the past 4 years. For real, he just be doing stuff, and he just got banned from like everything.
Yeah, he got banned from Twitter.
He got banned from everything. He got banned from Google, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram. He got banned from Shopify and Spotify somehow. I don't know how you even get banned from Spotify, but it happened. So dude's just wilding out. But yeah, okay, I have one final question for you, Zig Da Kid, before I let you go on your way. You are heard by everyone on Earth right now for 10 seconds. What do you say? Let's say that microphone that you're holding right now, the cardboard microphone, it's connected to, the whole world, and everyone can hear what you're saying through it for 10 seconds. What do you say?
Stream VHS for you.
Is that all? You've still got like 7 seconds left.
Stream VHS Volume 2, please. That'd be cool.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
If half, I'm speaking to the whole world right now.
Yeah.
If half of you do that, that'd be cool.
I checked it yesterday. It's about 7.8 billion people in the world. So imagine 3.9 billion people listening to.
That'd be insane.
That would be insane. That's money for. I mean, it's Spotify, so that's money for like a month, but
that's my weekly shopping.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the thought that counts.
Would that even be like number one on Spotify? Like, what is the most listened to?
It's got a couple of billion. I think it's. Let me check actually.
I checked this the other day. I can't remember who it was though.
Yeah, it is.
Might have been Ariana Grande.
I don't even want to say the name, man. That's disgusting.
Remind me.
It's Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. That's the most popular song on Spotify.
That's too much.
2.6 billion streams.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. Hang on, wait, no, surely it can't be Shape of You, surely.
Yeah, we are almost talking like half of the world or something.
It is Shape of You. It's 2.6 billion. But yeah, you'd have the most played thing on Spotify.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be insane. Imagine being able to say
At that point, really, like, you have way more than 10 seconds to say something.
Exactly.
You got a good month or something before you become irrelevant.
Yeah. And even then, you'd still have people listening to your stuff because there's something for everyone out there. So, your monthly listeners would at least still be in the millions, or the hundreds of millions probably, even afterwards. So yeah. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this episode. That's a good note to end off on. Thank you for appearing on this episode, Zig. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the listeners before we end off here?
Stream VHS Volume 2, stream VHS Volume 2, stream VHS Volume 2.
Yeah, man. It's a good tape. So listeners, you should all listen as well. This is a tape that I really vibe with. I really mess with this tape. Tape 1 is just as good as well. So yeah, listeners, you should all stream VHS Volume 2 and also VHS Volume 1 after streaming VHS Volume 2.
I agree.
Yeah. So in that case, listeners, thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. Stay amazing, and I will see you all next time.
And that concludes this fortnight's installment of the Sheenanigans Podcast, Artist Edition with Ishanasu Missoura. I am, of course, Ishanasu Missoura. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and click the bell next to it, or if you're an audio listener, simply subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. If you have anyone you'd like to see on the podcast, or if you're an artist who would like to make an appearance, feel free to drop me a message on any of my socials. See you all next time.